Chris, describe to me, how far does catfishing go? All right, go ahead.
It almost seems like false advertisement is a cousin of catfishing. Reason why I'm saying that is because we talk about catfishing, it's like somebody had taken, although they are physically and their characters who they are who they are, that person.
No, Justin.
They have a picture or something that they use to entice you, but that person isn't that person that they're trying to entice you with. I think that's awful. Like, you could change your hair, do whatever you want, but underneath, like, I used to always make jokes about this because there was a chick one time that was trying to holler at me, and she had breasts and everything, but I didn't know that she had cancer at one time and they had to clip her breasts. You see what I'm saying? She never said anything to me about it, but I ended up finding out because I was like, oh, yo, these ain't, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what she told me. I felt like that was deceitful by her not telling me up front that that was an issue, that was a problem. And you know, that's traumatizing to me. You know, I'm just saying, like, it's deep. Catfishing goes a long way from dating to me, whether you got cousins or some brother, sister, whatever, what it is. It's just deceit. It's deceitful, false advertisement. But I mean, I don't know. It's just strange for me. That's all. But I like women who wear makeup, wear wigs and things like that. More, that's cool. I don't care about that. But when you physically got something wrong, or something that's not, you wearing booty implants or you wearing booty shorts, that's bad, because a guy is looking at you for who you are, and then you go to get in bed and it's a board. Like, you know, it turns you off. It's ugly. It's bad.
Justin, what do you got to say on the matter, man?
So catfish is how far does it extend, right?
Yeah.
Well, it can extend pretty far, but in the terms of what catfishing is supposed to mean, it's like somebody deceiving how they look or who they are in order to obtain some sort of relationship or something, or court or whatever you want to use with another person. And it shows how you are as a person on the inside, unless you're just that. I can get you being that insecure and stuff. That's one thing. But then, like, just deceiving about your everything, your whatever it is. And I usually now I don't look at people like if they're bigger or whatever. Give me the chance to like the real you. If you come out faking all automatically, then that's automatically going to turn me off and push me away from you, because I can't trust you. You know, so where else can we go? You didn't start it out. Right. You know what I mean? Okay, fine. You made yourself look like you're 115 in the picture, but you actually 480. Okay, you don't know me. Maybe I would have been okay with that and liked who you were as a person. But we'll never know, because you fucked that up. And, and give the person a chance. I know it's not but it's how it is. Like, don't read the realms. It doesn't stop. I mean, you can lie about freaking your money, all that kind of stuff. Now that's a different kind of thing or whatever. People usually, I would hope they would figure it out or whatever, but everybody gets fooled by it. There's a professional football player, Manti Te'o. He got fooled by it and stuff. But all he did was play football, man. You know, he was just a big dude who played football. He didn't know nothing. Somebody was giving him attention. He didn't, you know what I mean? He probably didn't have time to really date, honestly. And so somebody was showing him attention. It was a beautiful chick that was same part of Hawaiian, whatever. So he like felt a connection, and he never had that before. So he was gullible enough. Yeah, he went to Notre Dame, got a degree, but he was still gullible enough to fall for it or whatever. It's just, you know, I'm gonna call you out if you catfish me, and you walk it home.
All right, he
walk it home.
It might be good. Man. The environment we're in with hot gas, he might make you walk home. That might be a good thing. All right, Erica, what do you have to say on the matter about catfishing? How deep does it go?
Everybody catfish. Y'all catfish. Everybody catfish.
Let's be real.
Let's just keep it real. All right. You wear makeup, you catfish. I'm catfishing right now. with my eyelashes. Okay.
That's not what we mean though.
Okay. No. I mean, y'all be catfishing y'all mental issues that we gotta put up with. Y'all be catfishing y'all hairline with the hat.
No, fucking.
Y'all be catfishing y'all pockets.
What you see is what you get.
Everybody catfish somehow, somewhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look, you know how hard it is to catch a full body pic? I'm a big girl and I got big titties, okay?
Tatay.
You know how hard it is
Tickle
to get
bitty.
them fully in a picture? It's hard. Now, when I'm on a dating app, I always make sure to include full body pics.
Yeah, dude, that's not. So you're not catfishing.
But some people still be like, "Oh, she only take pictures from the head up because she trying not to show she fat." No, it's just a lot of fucking work, and I'm not doing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody catfish somehow, some way, whether it's mentally, monetarily, physically. Now, yeah, if you going all the way out and you on the web as a 13-year-old white girl, but you really a 40-year-old white dude on the other end, then yeah, that's catfishing. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That's breaking the law.
You ain't never gonna love no 400-pound woman for who she is. Stop. I
didn't say me. She never gave me the chance. We'll never know.
When y'all men be attributing catfish to a woman's look and to her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people be catfishing in so many different ways.
All right. Alexa, how far does catfish go? All right.
It goes how far you let it go. Basically.
Okay.
Ain't nobody ever gonna catfish me when it comes to that, because if you don't video call me like after the second, third time we talk, it's a wrap. So if you don't want to video call me, I don't give a fuck what you gotta do. Go wash your face, comb your hair, shave. If you're not willing to video call me, and after the third time, then I'm going to automatically assume you're a catfish. Now, as far as I go, yeah, I catfish like a motherfucker. You know why? Because it's fun. And on top of that,
she said because it's fun.
Sometimes I reverse catfish. Sometimes I reverse catfish.
Right, because you said you
I reverse catfish. Sometimes I'll have somebody who, like, I can Google some crazy looking pictures, you know, and just to see if they respond the same. Like, you know, you've been talking to me for 2 weeks. This is back in the day when I was in the
How
scene.
far back in the day?
Way back. But I'm just saying, like, way back.
More than 5 years back?
I'm talking about like right after I got divorced. When I got divorced and I was like on all the dating apps and shit, I was just like, you know, entertaining myself. I knew I wasn't really gonna go out on no dates and shit, but you know, entertaining myself. So, you know, like I'll meet somebody, start talking back and forth, and then after like 3 or 4 months, I'll be like, I gotta tell you something. You know, I want to show you a real picture of me. And I'll send them a picture that's like a crazy picture I Googled, and just to see if they'll still accept me.
Right.
The fuck is wrong with why? You got shit better to do.
And a lot of times they would. And I was like, damn, okay, you got some good people out there. Like, I can show you some of the pictures I said. And then they'll be like, I just love your personality so much. So I said, you know what? It's good if I do that, because then when they really meet me, it'll be a relief. See? It'll be a relief that I'm not really
no, fuck that.
That's bad.
No, fuck that. Because then I'm like, she's always gonna be trying to play games with me.
All right. Let's see. How deep does catfishing go?
Yes.
I agree with Alexa a little bit on that one as far as how far you let it go. And with Erica, mental issues is definitely part of it. It's not just, you know, how you look. It's what you present yourself to be.
Right.
You know, that is mainly what I would believe catfishing is. You know, you present yourself to be a certain way in the beginning, and then you find out later you're a whole different person. Like a lemon car. You know, the lemon car. The car looks like it has a great engine. It's got low mileage. It didn't clean out the inside. There ain't no dirt. Ain't no reefer smell in the ceiling or whatever, or the upholstery. But then you get in, you drive it for a few days, and then the check engine light starts to come on. And I'll go with that with the mental issues. Like you go out with somebody and they seem all good, they're happy, go lucky, they're loving, and then all of a sudden the mental issues come out, and then they're like, where you been at? Why you been out? You're home late by 5 minutes. You cheating, ain't you? You done got somebody pregnant. How many kids you got? Where'd you meet her at? Do I know her? Is that my sister?
Or when that man is married.
Oh, I'm gonna
and
stab
they're
you.
not.
And then now you're checking for knives under her bed and guns and stuff under her pillow. That's, it's not just the physical, it's definitely the mental. I think that's usually the one that's probably catfish used the most, is the mental. Usually when you go out on a few dates, you don't see, you're in that honeymoon phase, I would call it. You don't see the crazy stuff come out until a few months later, where you think you're locked down, you're in a relationship. And that's why I think probably the most serious part of catfishing is the mental part. I would agree with Erica.
Now, what about that emotional connection?
Everybody does that. We're not talking about that kind of catfishing. We're talking about
we said how far does it extend? I think it extends to mental issues, not just physical.
Emotional.
So do you guys at what point do you guys talk about your mental issues?
They don't.
Oh, I learned. I did right away. Like I was like, because I used to be like, oh, he's Mr. Wonderful and stuff, and then my mom would be like, no. So
I'm a nice guy. I'm a good man.
No, I put my best effort out, but then they're like, you tricked me, mother. I've been told I tricked people before.
But that's a good question.
Listen,
that's a good question, Erica. Let's delve into that. Somebody who has mental issues. Let's throw a mental issue out. Let's give me one.
Oh no, I'm gonna be very, very, very honest. I have two things that may impact how I'm feeling or how I have things that I have to navigate. I have PTSD. I was diagnosed with PTSD when I was 21 years old after 9/11. My PTSD is actually war related and the events of 9/11 and how it impacted the fact that I was a young teacher with a whole bunch of children whose parents worked in the Pentagon, and my aunt worked in the World Trade Center. And I lived in Washington, D.C. at the time, diagnosed by a military doctor. I had to do a lot of work to live with it and to overcome those things. PTSD is a literal brain injury. You know what I'm saying? And do I believe that there's full healing in that? Yes, I do. Do I believe that I have reached that 100%? No, I do not. So do I tell people, very early on? Yes. There are certain things in my life that I have to do to maintain a certain level of health because of that.